Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about what is AWS DynamoDB. In the previous video, I discussed about what is AWS RDS. In this video, I am going to explain about what is AWS DynamoDB and how can we create tables in the DynamoDB and how can we access the table items by using indexes. If we're going to start this video, I actually created a separate GitHub repository for these AWS services. In this repository, we can access every service notes related to why we use this service and what are the key factors in each service. And also in last, for the practice, I actually gave the scenario based questions which is useful to gain better understanding on the each service. And also I provided a few interview questions for each AWS service. So if you want to get a overview of the any service, we can go through this GitHub repository and I will give the GitHub repository link in the description. And let's start this today video. DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a fully managed key value pair AWS service which is actually delivers the data at milliseconds. If we want to create any table, then we can click on the tables and create table. Here we need to provide the table name. I'm giving demo table and the partition key. Partition key is like primary key of the table. We can see here partition key is the part of the table's primary key. It has a hash value. It is used to retrieve items from your table. So we need to provide the partition key, what it should be. I'm giving number and what type of data type it was. It is a string, number or a binary. I'm giving a number and the sort key. Sort key is optional and it's like a foreign key for the table. We can use the sort key as the second partition key for the primary key. If you want to give the sort key, we can provide the sort key. And here the default table settings. If we check the table class and the capacity mode and the read maximum write capacity units and the local secondary indexes, global secondary indexes, these are not available by the default settings. If you want to change these settings, we can click on customize settings and here we can specify what our requirements for this table. If we clearly check here, the capacity mode is on demand or provisioned. If you choose provision, then we can select auto scaling maximum and minimum capacity units and auto scaling of the adjustment indexes of the table. If you select on demand, then we need to select the home throughput. This is like about read units per second. How many units should we access per second? By default it will around 12,000. If you want to increase, then we can click on increase movement and we can change the value. I'm choosing default settings. This is enough for this table to explain. Once the table was created, then we can create the items in the table. Now the table was created and the partition key was number. I didn't provide any sort key. If we click on the table, and then here is the table details and the items that are available here. If we click on actions and click on create item, here we can add the items of the table. I'm giving number 1. If you want another new attribute, then we can click on attribute and string attribute name and value. Again I'm going to add the age and then age. If you click on create item, then the item will be added to the table. Here are the values we can access by using the number. It is the partition key, so we can access by using the partition key. I will show you another value we can add, then we can create or we can search by using the number. String name number age create item. Not two values will be created here. If you want to search by using the filters, we can select the scan and then we need to provide the attribute number. If you give the 1, we will get the Tarun value. Choose the number and click on it. You can see we are getting the result as per by using the partition key is number. Or if you want to choose anything like name, and string, if you provide the name like Raju, we can see it is actually a case sensitive. That's why we should provide the exact name, then only we will get results. Even if I search with capital R, it will not showing the item. So that's why I actually changed the name to capital R, then it will be accessible. So like this we can access the table items by using the filters. Taking backups, if you want to take backup of any table, then we can click on create backup and we need to select the tables what we want to take backup. Select the table that we are created, and when we click on create backup, the backup will be created for the selected table. This is all about DynamoDB. I hope you understand about how we can create a table and how can we access items in the DynamoDB table. If you found this video helpful, please give a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video.